Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Nicole, and we're the EPS. And we're pleased to introduce to you the Life Languages Communication Breakthrough Workshop. We've designed this workshop for church leaders and church community.
Communication is a key ingredient to an enriching and fulfilling life. So we've had the privilege of going out and doing lots of corporate training and leading different teams in the corporate sector, but we've also had the privilege of going into churches and having led these hundreds of different trainings with different leaders. We've found that really communication is one of the most, if not the most, critical challenges that hinder a team's success.
We've just finished up doing a Life Languages seminar with Scott and Nicole. Been fantastic, so great to give the team a common language and a framework to work together, talk together, understand each other. The team just loved it. Everyone's buzzing, they're going, this is so worthwhile.
You guys speak out of your heart and speak out of also where your strengths are, which is great. So you get a real depth to that, a real depth to it. So you can really relate.
People are talking about the new insight that it's given them into each other and given them into the team, and a new language to actually talk and communicate together.
Yeah, I think it's fabulous, and also what's happened even today is we're recognising, so these languages is how you're moving in your giftings today on a Sunday.
Had a really good day. One of the things I've really taken away from it is how much it breaks you out of a box.
This has been a fabulous workshop. It's the best seminar I've been to in relation to self-learning.
I've got a much greater sense of awareness of myself and my communication styles, and also other people's communication styles and areas that I can develop.
Thanks Scott and Nicole for a great day. It was a really insightful course in helping to understand myself better, giving some tips for communicating better in my relationship, helping me to understand my work colleagues, my team and my managers better.
Jesus was an amazing communicator. In fact, he spoke all 7 life languages. He moved and he was a pioneer. He did the work and he was diligent at it. He was an influencer and he is influencing today. He came from the heart and he responded to the needs of others. He gave. He was also a planner. He knew what to plan for, and he had vision for the plan and action to see it through. He also wanted to, and he did spend time with the Father, and he really took time to rejuvenate and contemplate as well. So what we know about Jesus is that we all want to be like him, right? And a community of believers that want to be like Jesus is a flourishing community.
This workshop will give you a reference point of what your similarities are and differences even to other people, and it will help you identify what your preferred communication style is and the styles of people around you.
All of your life languages are beautiful and amazing.
Part of it gets done and then they're just like, oh, I get it. And they just throw it out. So let us help you transform your church, your culture, and your communication.
Scott and Nicole have a very fresh, dynamic approach in their presentation. They use a lot of humour, which is refreshing, and I really recommend this workshop to anyone who's interested in finding out how they can really maximise the way they communicate through their character and develop parts of their character and their character in communication that perhaps need developing.
One of the things I've really taken away from it is how much it breaks you out of a box. I think so many other personality profiles put you in a box, they tell you what you are. I feel that this one's actually broken me out of a box.
It really helps just being able to bridge the gap. People, it's easy for people when they don't understand one another to kind of get frustrated, but actually, oh no, that person is like this because of this, and maybe try that, and it really helps. It's honestly such a key tool that can be used in any workplace. I would rate it like 5 stars, more if I could, but it's usually out of 5. So.
It was really good to see Nicole and Scott, because I find that they complement each other and they're so passionate about explaining the different languages. And for me, what was really important was that they made it so easy to see the real life examples and understand examples of each language. And yeah, so it was really easy and fun to learn about life languages with them.
The idea of life languages is a terrific way of you comprehending how you relate to other people and how you stand in the world.
What I've gotten out of today is such a better understanding around myself, the people in my life who I work with, my family and my friends, and I think that's going to give me a greater ability to connect with them going forward.
What I like about Scott and Nicole leading this is that they can take something that's subjectively driven and then help you synthesize that so you can actually use it for objective purposes. As I'm speaking like this, I'm actually more emotionally driven.
Even in the 24 hours or the 12 hours since the seminar finished, I was just sharing with Scott how a couple of team members have had some lights go on already about how they've been interacting, and so things like that have shifted in the team already, which is fantastic. The presentation was excellent, the content was amazing, and what we found over the weekend was such a joy and a lot of laughter around, oh, is that why that person drives me nuts? And a lot of giggling and just exuberance around the learning.
Oh, look, I think you guys have communicated really well, so I'm very thankful that you were particularly effective. You had a fun way of communicating. You had some quite big topics. You know, these aren't light, they're not sort of light and easy things to necessarily understand, but I think your fun and your light-hearted way of communicating stuff really sort of brought it down to a level that was understandable, intelligible for people like me.
The producer can do, they can get into micromanaging and they can want to manage what someone else should be managing.
I just loved hearing all the different languages. I loved hearing about mine in particular, that you get permission to be who you are, but you can see the full potential of how we've been created, and that you've got potential to walk in the fullness of that. And also though, you then see how all the other languages and how other people operate, you get to see how they benefit to their maximum as well, and that they all complement one another when they work together. And I love that. And I love seeing the church people getting excited about their languages and figuring it out.
That's great.
It's very empowering. The opportunity to discover more about who you are and who others are, and that you're not actually bound. There's a lot of other programs that actually come out that, and we've seen them and been in them, where it almost like it confines you in a space and puts you in a box in a sense. This is who you are. This is actually saying this is who you are, but this is who you can be. And I love that for the church, because I think that coming to the fullness of Christ, and we start to realise the value of all the life languages together, and then we can strive to be better. I think we can strive to be more Christ-like in that sense. And so the life languages to me is it's an essential tool in the Christian walk if we want to effectively communicate with each other, and it gives us amazing tools to communicate with those even outside of the church if we start to understand what their life languages actually are, so we can make a connection in a far better way than what we probably ever have before. We're very appreciative of Scott and Nicole coming down all the way from Sydney to run up in our church, and we love the program, and it's so valuable. We highly recommend it, them and it.